Hi guys, welcome to episode 20 of the PGN Piano Theory course. In the previous lessons we've been talking about a lot of stuff: scales, intervals, the circle of fifths, whole notes, half notes, the name of the white keys, the name of the black keys, and now it's time for chords, my favorite subject, and this is really important stuff, guys. If you maybe skipped a couple of lessons in the previous parts, I can live with that, but this is the most important part I'm going to teach you in this course. Why? If you learn chords, and oh my god, I wish I did, like when I started to play the piano, like I wish I learned as much about it as I know now. If you learn how to play chords, you can play nearly any song right off the bat by just simply looking up those chords. All of the easy lessons I have here on pgnpiano.com are based on chords only, and therefore once you know all of these chords, you could simply click on any of these easy lessons, have a really quick glance and play that song in like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, maybe 5 minutes, okay? That's why it's so important to learn these chords. With the more difficult songs, almost all of them, especially pop songs, are based on chords. And when you know the chord structure, it's so much easier to play all of these songs. Apart from that, if you play a lot of chords, your left and right hand will come really in sync. And I even have this problem now that if I play a chord, you can see that my right hand is moving and my left hand is moving as well, right? When I move my right hand into a chord, that left hand automatically jumps to the correct octave, and there's nothing I can do about it. So sometimes you have to play a different octave with your left hand when you play a certain chord in your right hand, and I really have to force my left hand to go there, because I've done it so many times that whenever my right hand moves to a certain chord, my left hand just automatically follows suit, and there's really nothing I can do about it. So that's where you basically want to end up. Having said that, I know some people are intimidated by chords. It's really not that hard. I want you to think of a chord as a recipe, and a chord consists out of 3, 4, sometimes 5 notes, and all we're basically saying is if you take a little bit of this note and a little bit of that note and a little bit of that note and you put them together, you get this sound. And for instance, with this one, C major, which is the most commonly known one, what we say is if you play C, E and G together, you get this sound, and this sound, this little harmony of sounds all blending together, that's what we call C major. Okay? You could also play it like this. It's a different kind of sound, a different quality. We call that C minor. Okay? You don't need to remember that. I'm going to explain all of that in the next couple of lessons. But what's important to realize is that if I play E and G together, I'm missing that little sound of the C, and therefore it's not C major. Okay? It's just E and G together. Now, what's important to realize is that when you play chords, you don't necessarily have to play all of them together in this little box. You could also play the C right here and then play the E and the G right here, and you still have C major. Okay? The only requirement for C major is that you play C, E and G, and you don't even have to play them at the same time. You could go like this. You're still playing the C major chord. Okay? So it's basically the same as with the scales, where we say you have to play these notes and you're not allowed to play these notes in order for it to be an F major scale. It's the same with chords. You have to play these notes and you're not allowed to play any of the other notes, otherwise we're going to change the name of your chord. So on keyboard, a lot of people play chords in the left hand, and it's basically determining what the background music or whatever the thing is going on. I don't know too much about keyboards, to be honest, but it's basically determining that that music is in the correct chord, so it's matching with whatever you're playing in the right hand. On piano, for our purposes, we're going to be playing a lot of the chords in the right hand, and then we'll be accompanying it with octaves in the left hand. Okay, remember octaves, playing the same note twice. So for instance, if I would play the C major chord, I would play a C octave with that, okay? G major, E minor, D, you know, and that left hand is going to play those octaves. So when you do that, you have quite of a cool sound already, you know? And all you're basically doing is playing 3 C's and then E and G on top of that, and you get a really nice sound. And you can play so many songs with this, and they're really recognizable by just playing these chords, and that's what I'm doing in the easy lessons. So for now, all you need to remember is a chord is a combination of a couple of notes, and in the next couple of lessons I'm going to teach you exactly which combination is going to lead to what type of chord. Okay, keep in mind that you can break them, so you don't have to play them at the same place. You can play them right here, And also keep in mind that you don't have to play this order. You don't have to start on the C and then E and G. You could also play G, E, C, and we still have a C major chord. Okay? That's all I want you to remember for now, and let's head on to the next lesson where I'm going to teach you all of the major chords.